It happened! It finally happened!
We earned 100,000 chips playing poker. We actually beat the house.
It sends a shiver down my spine to hear the number out loud like that. An impressive performance.
It's nothing more than probability theory in the end. But if we were to try to push our luck...
We'd lose even more than we've gained. That is how gambling was designed to work.
But it's worked so far, to the tune of 100,000 chips! Maybe if we kept at it, we can make a good living as professional gamblers!
Settle down there. You're getting way ahead of yourself. Isn't that right?
No way. It's time to win.
Ooh boy. You too, huh?
That's what I'm talking about! You said it better than I ever could.
Throwing caution to the wind in pursuit of ever greater victories. You're a born gambler.
Is it not the duty of those older and wiser to pour cold water on the hot-blooded foolishness of youth?
Sometimes even old men can be swept away by the romantic ideals of the young.
But surely that doesn't include endorsing a reckless obsession that could end in disaster.
Well said. Not that I don't admire your pluck, Luger.
It happened!
We settled, isn't...
Alvin's right.
See, there's the voice of reason. If you're just goofing around, don't gamble. If you want to gamble, don't goof around. That's the unwritten law of Olympias.
Oh, so we really have to stop?
You're the type who goes overboard and ruins her life, Leia.
Ouch!
Gaius, you needn't be so cruel.
Oh, he only meant it in jest.
And you're the type for whom an ounce of discretion would be worth a pound of wit.
Ouch!
Anyway, let's spend these chips responsibly, all right?
So each country has jurisdiction over its own citizens. I had no idea it worked that way.
We're still quite far from our ideals, but little by little, we're putting things in order. When trying to get two different countries onto the same page, it's important that such rules be clearly spelled out.
So is that your job?
Studying the art of making friends?
That's certainly one way to put it. I use my decades of accumulated old man wisdom to try and make people get along with each other.
Not too shabby for someone your age.
So the more people get along, the happier everyone is. Well, no one's better at making friends than Tipo and I.
Is that right? I'd be happy to see you try and prove it.
You just watch. We'll make 100 new friends.
We'd better get to work on a strategy, Tipo.
As the Prime Minister of Rize Maxia, my job is studying the art of making friends. I can't help but envy the way those two see the world.
What is with that Rideau guy? He's repulsive.
He reminds me a bit of the way you used to be.
How dare you? To even suggest that I used to be like that is, well, fairly accurate, I suppose. In those days, I killed many people for the sake of justifying my existence. But all I really wanted was an escape from the insecurity of my own loneliness.
Muse.
It's a past you must never forget.
I know that. I guess I have no business criticizing Rideau.
The only Muse I know is the one I'm talking to now.
Why, thank you. That's very kind. But if you knew the real me...
Who you are right now is the real you.
Jude, even you believe that?
We cannot change the past, but there is no need to let our pasts dictate our future. To fully overcome your past, you must accept the spirit you've become.
Yes, I need to do that. After all, I'm not alone anymore. Is it okay to leave Ivor behind like that?
Ivor has been my handmaid since the day he was born. He's devoted his entire life to me. I couldn't bear to impose my will upon him any longer.
Especially when you're not long for the human realm yourself.
I must admit it has been difficult managing without him. Like selecting my clothes, I've always relied on him for that. I made this outfit myself based on garments that Ivor created for me in the past.
They look great on you. Isn't that right, guys?
Why would you ask me?
Don't you agree that they suit her well?
Well,
Muse and the Four helped me work out the design. But I suppose it's still a far cry from Ivor's best efforts.
I'm not saying that at all. It's just that as king, I must exercise prudence in expressing my personal opinions.
Then what would be your opinion as a mere civilian, Erston?
As a gentleman, it would be uncouth of me to pass judgment on a lady's personal appearance. But if I must, it is elegant.
Huh?
Elegant?
I'm pleased to hear it. So the 28 design committee meetings I held with the Four were of some value after all.
I guess it isn't easy being the Lord of Spirits either.
Isn't Gaius just adorable?
Luger! Bam! Got you something! It's a surprise gift! Were you surprised? We've been through an awful lot lately, and I don't know that I could still smile like this if it weren't for you. Oh man, that sounded pretty heavy. Let me dial it down a notch and just say thanks a bunch.
I have to say, Luger's GHS always seems to ring at the worst times.
Now that you mention it, it does seem like someone always calls him when we're in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah, it happens so often. It's enough to make me wonder if they're doing it on purpose.
It's not my fault.
Huh? Oh, we're not blaming you. You're not the one making the calls.
Yes, in this case, the fault lies with those making the calls. Usually Vera or Nova. I swear, those two need to learn to take a hint.
Okay.
Mila? What are you so happy about?
Oh, you noticed? That's good, Jude. You can take a hint.
She just wanted to try out a new idiom.
I see.